Good morning, second graders. Today is Tuesday, April 7th. Happy Tuesday. The weather is kind of interesting today. This morning, I heard some thunder um, before I woke up, and that was kind of fun. It's kind of fun to be in your bed and to hear thunder. And remember that we learned in science class a few weeks ago that thunder is caused by the electricity in the clouds. And when the air heats up so rapidly from that electricity, from that friction, that static electricity, and the air heats up so much that it expands, it gets bigger right away, really quickly. And that expansion is the sound that we hear of thunder. And we also learned about why we can see lightning first, and then a few seconds later, we can hear the thunder. Remember why? I know Zach knows. Zach's already said it. Thank you, Zach. It is because light travels faster than sound. So that's kind of neat. So we see lightning before we hear thunder because light travels through the air faster than sound waves. So kind of neat. The weather for today, I checked my phone, the weather on my phone, and it said that we were going to have some pretty cloudy weather all this morning, kind of rainy. And then this afternoon at like 1 o'clock, it said sunshine and like a high of 67. I was like, ooh, maybe I can take off my vest. If you're wondering why Miss Taylor's sometimes wearing a vest or a sweater, it's kind of cold in my basement. So, hence the extra layers of clothing. Alrighty, so we did the weather. It's going to be a high of 67 and sunny later today. That's what they said. I don't know. All right, and then tomorrow I think we'll get some more precipitation. So that is the weather for today. Let's see, yesterday's check-in question had to do with history, and it was about the Sui dynasty of China that we learned about a couple weeks ago. And the question was, what did the Sui dynasty build to unite northern and southern China? And the answer was the Grand Canal, right? So there are these two big rivers in China. There is the Yangtze River and the Yellow River, and they're really big rivers. And so people in the north couldn't really trade with people in the south. And so it kind of kept it as like two separate countries. And so the Sui dynasty, prudent people that they were, decided, well, we need to somehow build a connection so that people in the north can trade with people in the south and vice versa. People in the south can trade with people in the north. So they built the Grand Canal. So we thought, well, that was a positive thing. It united China. But something bad that came out of it was they didn't do it in a very just way. They kind of forced people. Remember, they forced it was like one woman, one man, one child, and even one elderly person from each family that had to build the canal. And so people did not like the Sui emperors very much. And they only lasted, I think it was like 40 years. And there were only really 3 emperors. And then after the Sui dynasty, and we'll learn a little bit about this for our optional history tomorrow, the Tang Dynasty. And we'll talk about some fun stuff with the Tang Dynasty tomorrow. So kind of fun to talk about history again. I've missed history. And then next week, we will start learning a little bit about our science unit, about simple machines. So I will post some optional stuff for you to do for next week for science. And for this week, history is optional. So if you're wondering, oh, Ms. Taylor, do I need to do history too? Whoops. Just a quick note about that all of our history and science for now is just kind of optional stuff. We're going to keep focusing on spelling, math, and reading. So each day you have a little check-in question. Today's check-in question, oh, it's a fun one. Today's question is just, what did you have for breakfast today? So, and it could be, what did you have for breakfast yesterday or over the weekend if you had something that was kind of a little more special, kind of more fun for you. Daphne told me the other day that she was at her grandparents' house and a special treat was they had Fruit Loops. And she was like, Fruit Loops. And then I told Daphne that reminded me of rare sh. one letter, spelled with an S, also followed by a U, as in sugar. Kind of a sugary cereal, but a nice treat nonetheless. So I thought it'd be fun to check in. And I think with our little Google question or our Google Classroom question, I think you can see what your classmates responded. So it's kind of, I thought it'd be kind of fun for you to see like, oh, Daphne had Fruit Loops. And what did Braxton have? And how about Iggy? What did Leah have? I wonder what Lucy ate today. And so also, I wanted to mention I have been having kind of a special treat that we've been making, and Henrik was helping me. He's in the bedroom right now. He might say hi. He was helping me. We've been making little omelets in the morning. So we're making like cheese and tomato omelets. We got this little tiny pan that makes a really good little omelet. Anyway, ooh, I'm kind of hungry. All right. So anyway, back to today's. So that's today's check-in. What'd you have for breakfast? All right. And also, if you had something fun over the weekend for breakfast, tell us what you had then. Like maybe you got to make chocolate chip pancakes or something fun like that. And oh, there's Henrik. He wants to say hi. Remember you helped me make an omelet yesterday? You don't remember that? Okay, he did. Really. Alrighty, so this is what you should be doing for today. A little spelling, math, and reading. There's some optional activities. Whoops, I got to add history in there and art. History and art. Miss Taylor needs to do that. Alrighty. And a couple more things. What if we need help? If you need help, your teachers are here to help you. Here we are. Ask parents to email us if you have any questions.
One teacher.
All right. And let's see, before I do this, spelling words for today. Here are our spelling words for today. Oops, that's tomorrow. These are today. All right, so we have person, January, like a pirate. Mean, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Or the opposite of a kind person, a mean person. Second grade teachers are mean and picky, make you do all this homework. Vote, important to vote, be a good citizen. And court. Is it the tennis court? Is it the court where you might see a judge and a lawyer? Ooh, think about that word court. Is that a homonym? Is it a homophone? Ooh, what's the difference? There's a challenge for you. Let me know. Alrighty, let's see. So those are our spelling words for today. I wanted to do another quick little poem for you. Yesterday we looked at our poem Smart by Shel Silverstein, which is a fun one about money and about a little boy who thinks he is very smart because he trades his dollar for 2 quarters, because 2 is more than 1. And then he trades his 2 quarters for 3 dimes, because 3 is more than 2. So that's kind of a fun one. Another one, I was flipping through one of our Shel Silverstein books, and there's one about a tree house, and I thought that kind of reminded me of my kids have been making forts inside the house with all kinds of things, pillows and blankets and chairs and little tables and stuff, and that's a really fun indoor activity. So maybe for if it's raining this morning or tomorrow, if you have some extra time, you could build some forts. I know my daughter's also been doing some of her work, some of her class work under this little table that she has. She's kind of created her own little space under the table, and that's kind of fun. It's kind of fun just to do your work or do your reading in a different area, build a little fort or something. So this reminded me of kind of making a fort, and it is called Treehouse. Let's see if I can read it. A treehouse, a free house, a secret you and me house, a high up in the leafy branches, cozy as can be house. A street house, a neat house, be sure to wipe your feet house. It's not my kind of house at all. Let's go live in a tree house. Tree house. All right, so again, kind of fun to be able to be doing our work in a different area. It's kind of fun just to be at home doing our work, but also to find different areas to do your schoolwork. I know I have kind of my little office here, but I also sometimes move upstairs and I do a little bit of work, or I check my email on the kitchen table or on the couch, or it's kind of fun just to move around and do some different stuff like that. Okay, So yesterday, our secret scholar was Madeline. Nice job, Madeline. There she is, our secret scholar for me yesterday. Remember to have your parents email me if you have something that you felt like, yeah, you know what, I did use my virtue, Miss Taylor. I used a lot of fortitude. I kept going. I was trying to, maybe you were trying to, ride your bike and you kept falling down, or maybe you were trying to work on figuring out how to go to this math website, and that your math teacher was like, go to this website and log in, and you're like, I can't do it, and then you figured it out. Something like that. So let me know how you used your virtue, your fortitude, and also your justice. We talked about that yesterday. Today is or right now that we're all at home, is a really important time for us all to use our kindness and our justice with each other and also with ourselves. Give yourself a break. You are doing the best you can, and that's all we can do. And we should be proud of ourselves. So be kind to yourself, and be kind to others. All right, our secret scholar for today, Oliver. Nice job, Oliver. You're our secret scholar for today. Alrighty, so Oliver, let me know something that you have done that you've used your virtue. I know you're being very kind and helpful with your little sisters at home, so you can let me know. All right, so nice job, Oliver. And that just about wraps up our little good morning video for today. Today and every day, learn something new, try your best, be kind to one another, and be kind to yourself too. You're doing great. Let's make today the best day yet. It's a great day to be a knight. Bye, scholars. See you tomorrow. Email me if you have any questions.